Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Okay, people, top 5 racist commercials in recent years. Now, I said recent years only because, we could have went a little further back and those commercials were absolutely disgusting. Not saying that the people who make them have changed, but I think with this 5 that I have right here, everybody who watches this was on the planet Earth and alive when these came out. And of course, there are other ones that we may even remember from back in the day. Some people may even go further back that definitely could blow any one of these commercials that I have on this list out of the water. But this is in recent years. I said top 5, but again, your list is just as valid as mine. Get in the comments. This is in no order at all. Let us know what your top 5 is, okay? Now this one right here, this first one is on everybody's list. Jerry Rice Popeyes, 2017. These white folks went and got Hall of Fame, black athlete, San Francisco 49ers, one of the greatest football players in history, Hall of Famer, arguably the greatest wide receiver ever on some people's list, being reduced to a chicken man. A gig with him desperately getting fried chicken into his mouth. Very degrading imagery right here. They got this man here. No, I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't feel nothing for him. He had to agree. He had to do it. He wanted to do it for some reason. I don't know his situation, but he did it. But this is some low degrading stuff right here. Jerry Rice, people, they can go to one of the greatest black athletes in the history and get him to do this. They have Jerry Rice on here wearing a football helmet with a piece of fried chicken attached directly to the face mask. Like as long as he's running the route, he's chasing that piece of chicken. He's gonna get it. And it stays in front of him like a hamster on the wheel. He's trying to get there, but he'll never reach that piece of chicken. It's gonna make him run faster because he wants to get there. They know that a lot of our people love Popeyes chicken. They know that. I mean, people are gonna go there anyway. But they got Jerry Rice to do this, a straight Negro cartoon. They might as well put this in the Jim Crow Museum. They like to do things like this to portray black people as gluttonous, unsophisticated, obsessed with chicken, so happy to eat some chicken. And they did it right here. They got Jerry Rice, one of the most famous black athletes in America. He said, okay, I'll do it. Then they get him on there with the dipping sauce helmet. They got other shots of him looking all sauced up and dirty. He got his hands and shirt all dirty with like barbecue and dipping sauce all over it. Just real ignorant looking, man. Some stereotypical silly humor for white supremacists to laugh. Amusement, that's it. Because my thing again is black people are going to go to Popeyes anyway. You ain't got to do this, man. But they do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Somebody will do it. Somebody will do it. Popeyes, one of the most downtrodden, low vibrational, greasy, violent, depressing places to go. Always in the hood. You got some in some nice places as well. Very violent there. You got to watch yourself when you go to Popeyes. It can get crucial in there. But this right here, people, Jerry Rice. I think this is on everybody's list. Is this on your list? Next up, the McCourty twins, Palmer's Cocoa Butter. Great athletes here, Rutgers University, solid NFL careers, twins. Now these two, they are legitimate spokesmen for Palmer's Cocoa Butter. So they get a bag out of it, and they said that they actually have used the product since they were children. Cocoa butter is a black thing, you know what I mean? Most black people use cocoa butter at some point, whether it be Palmer's or another situation. But that wasn't the part that was racist. It's Palmer's cocoa butter. The issue was how they trying to sell it. 2 black men, they turned their moisturized skin into this attractive punchline, stereotypical, stereotypes about black male sexuality. They're going to get women, this and that. And at the end part, they get the ultimate gold. They get the ultimate prize. They get 2 snow bunnies that fall out of the sky maybe fell from the heavens and dropped right into their arms. That's what they get. That's what happens when you use cocoa butter. You go out smelling like cocoa butter, shining, moisturized skin, doing your thing. You go ahead and use that. The best it gets is 2 snow bunnies falling up from the heavens right into your arms. The McCourty twins, that's what they got. Y'all remember y'all first seen that right there? I don't know, is that one on your list? When I first seen that one, I was like, wow, I remember I actually seen this. I've seen all these commercials except one, okay? But I remember I actually seen this right here. And I was like, dang, yo, they really, you know what I mean? What y'all think about that? Next up, Burger King. Mary J. Blige, that chicken sandwich. She was singing her heart out. This is deep right here. This is deep, okay? Burger King went and got one of the biggest black female R&B, hip hop, soul singers, whatever in history. Put her on a table, the stage, and had her singing soulfully, enthusiastically about the crispy chicken. She was listing the ingredients on the chicken wrap, you know, almost like a caricature of a black person being super excited, you know, because they obsessed with the chicken and they singing about what's on it, what they gonna do with it, what's on with, you know what I mean? Almost the food dance. Like she could have been doing the food dance right there. She didn't do the actual food dance, but this is really messed up, you know? And for all those who say things like, well, she getting to her bag, that's Mary J, she getting money. Mary J wasn't happy about this at all. She knew that this was wrong. She still has some dignity about herself. This was no joke right here.
Are you in a place where you can yet laugh about that Burger King commercial?
No.
What's in those new chicken snack wraps?
What's in the new
What's
chicken
in the new
snack?
chicken wraps?
Mary?
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, fresh dressing wrapped up. I would never laugh at that because my true, honest to true fans did not think that was funny.
Yeah.
The whole way that went down was wrong. The whole way they shot it was wrong. It was set up to make exactly what happened in the press happen like that.
You really feel that way?
Yep. And so it's still not a laughing matter to me.
Yeah.
You know, because I was deeply, deeply affected. Now, I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'm like, no, it's not funny. But laugh, you motherfucker, if you want, still. I don't care.
I hear that.
But the bottom line is my fans were confused, the real true fans, not the people that whatever.
Dip in and dip out.
Yes, but the people who was like, what's going on? And I didn't really know what was going on.
Right.
But I had bad representation, bad management, bad everything, and everybody dropped the ball, and I'm holding everything.
Yeah.
That was a learning curve, but it's still not funny.
I'm glad that you're open to this because I think that people think or have a feeling that because it has been some time.
That doesn't feel good still.
Wow.
But I learned from it though. It does.
I think that interview she was doing right there was this year. So to this day, she's still not happy about that. She don't find it funny at all. She said she got played. She said that she believed she was participating in a creative campaign involving a dream sequence, and that wasn't what the viewer saw. Burger King actually acknowledged it. They said that they put out an unfinished version and they had released it prematurely. Then they apologized to Mary J. Blige and her fans. They knew what they was doing. Next up, Dove. Dove went and got a Nigerian model by the name of Lola Ogunyemi, and they had her remove her brown shirt, revealing a white woman underneath, basically trying to show if you use this Dove soap and wash up, you'll wash the brown off and you'll be pure and clean like this white person. Just trying to show that white people are just more clean, you know? That's what it is. They're selling soap. That's what they were trying to do. And if you look back, historically, soap advertisements always did that. They always portrayed black skin as dirty and showed black people becoming whiter and brighter and better after they used the soap and stuff like that. So this is just something that they always did. Just went ahead and went into the, they went into Their vault pulled it out, said, let's do this again. Typical white peopling, American white peopling, or worldwide or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing. This also plays into the white fragility complex. It really affects them. You know, they have plenty of white historians they can go to. They can go to plenty of black historians, people who study world history, current things, whatever. They know that white people worldwide have nothing to be proud about. You know, this is why they do these things. Nothing was ever accomplished by them in a just manner. So they do things like this to try to make themselves feel superior and try to make other people feel bad, and it works. We know that this has never been true anywhere in America or in the worldwide. You know, we know Europeans have never, ever been cleaner than black people. Worldwide, nationwide, East Coast, West Coast, they know that. I mean, they even talk about it. It's not even historically true. You know, white queens would bathe 1 time a year, 2 times a year, and things like that. These people would go to the bathroom and use the same thing to all clean themselves after they do a number 2. Just hang it up. What do you think the plague diseases and all that came from? Nastiness, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to white people in America who are honest. They'll tell you.
As a white woman on Black TikTok and as a white woman who has visited, I think I'm at like 20 countries at this point, the whole concept that white Americans are not as cleanly as maybe other races or other cultures, it is true.
There are plenty of videos like that out there on social media from white American women, white American men who were just telling the truth. Next up and last one here, Mountain Dew.
But Jen, do I hear the line again of, we didn't approve it? And it was online, it wasn't on the air, and it's just how many companies are we going to have to see who are pushing the line online so far that, you know, people are just revolting and saying this is really in poor taste. At what point do you start to think, do they want that? The commercial's being called outrageous, offensive. Some say it promotes beating women and then bullying them. Here's a 60-second ad. You're going to see a battered woman. She's being pressed by a cop to pick a suspect out of a lineup. Now, first of all, everybody in the lineup is African American except the goat. And then the goat says this.
It's easy. Just point to him.
You better not snitch on a player.
No. He's wearing the do-rag.
Snitches get stitches, fool.
What does this have to do with Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what does it? And, you know, oh, the goat's the cool one, you know? Anyway, the whole thing is so, right, I mean, you can't condone some kind of ad that basically transmits that it's okay to beat women and then also tell them not to tell. Pepsi has publicly said we understand the video could be perceived by some as offensive and apologized to those who were.
Did you see this Mountain Dew ad? It's being called the most racist commercial in history. Now, Mountain Dew is pulling the ad, but Jen, do I hear the line again of, we didn't approve it?
And it was online, it wasn't on the air, and it's just how many companies are we going to have to see who are pushing the line online so far that, you know, people are just revolting and saying this is really in poor taste. At what point do you start to think, do they want that? The commercial's being called outrageous, offensive. Some say it promotes beating women and then bullying them. Here's a 60-second ad. You're going to see a battered woman. She's being pressed by a cop to pick a suspect out of a lineup. Now, first of all, everybody in the lineup is African American except the goat. And then the goat says this.
It's easy. Just point to him.
You better not snitch on a player.
No. He's wearing the do-rag.
Snitches get stitches, fool.
What does this have to do with Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what does it? And, you know, oh, the goat's the cool one, you know? Anyway, the whole thing is so, right, I mean, you can't condone some kind of ad that basically transmits that it's okay to beat women and then also tell them not to tell. Pepsi has publicly said we understand the video could be perceived by some as offensive and apologized to those who were offended. Sort of the backstory is they gave the creative authority here to a hip-hop artist thinking that would make something true.
That one right there is the one commercial that I actually never seen before. This was my first time seeing that, you know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, I wanted to put something else there, but it would have been a little older. And I know that's a little more recent. And a lot of people probably seen that one. I heard about it. I had heard about it, but I never seen it. You know what I mean? But listen, people, this is what they do. I mean, they know what they want to do when they put these racist commercials out. They do it to get a reaction from us. They do it to get a buzz. They do it to get people talking. They're very strategic with it. You know, they know that racism and race drives America. Acts of racism get people talking. The black folks may not be so happy about it, you know, but they don't care about that. And when the majority of white people see it, it makes them feel happy, laugh, and feel patriotic. You know, no different than when the white community donated over $1 million to a Ukrainian immigrant who called a black baby the N-word. I mean, this is how stupid these people act, but they know that these type of commercials get them happy and get a buzz and people get talking. But get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this, what you know about this. Let me know your top 5. Throw them in there. Maybe I can go to your top 5 and make another one. Maybe some older commercials or whatever. Link in the description to my masterpiece, The N-Word is No Secret in the Service. Link to the email list. Go ahead and holler at that. Easy.